Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Thursday, January 2nd of 2020. My name is Fear Dragon, and we're gonna be doing some coding today. Oh man, it's been a while since the last coding stream. I wanna say it's been close to a month. And I am super excited to embark on this new project. This project that I have been thinking about for at least a few weeks, if not also a full month. This is gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be crazy. This is going to get really weird, and I'm not gonna lie, this is not gonna be incredibly practical, but you know what? Maybe, just maybe, we will build things out far enough along that we can actually use this to play StarCraft. What's up, guys? Today, we are working on Project Hands-Free StarCraft. That's right, you heard me correctly. Hands-Free StarCraft. Let me explain to you guys the basic premise for this. Imagine a world where you normally have two things. You have a keyboard and you have a mouse, and these right now are your tools to engage with the game that is StarCraft. These are your bread and butter tools to play the game. But what if we could replace both of those tools with something that didn't involve your hands at all? Imagine, what if instead of using your keyboard, you instead spoke to your computer, you spoke to your units and told them the commands that you intended to do. You told them, control group 1, attack here, and it selected control group 1 and an attack moved it at the location your mouse was. Now we have one-handed StarCraft. You're only using the mouse. That's what we're aiming to do today, or at least to get some of the basic building blocks for. Eventually, I want to get a Tobii eye tracker, and we're gonna replace this hand right here. We're gonna replace this bad boy with a Tobii eye tracker. And the idea will be, instead of moving your hand around with the mouse, you're gonna use the Tobii eye tracker to look at the place you want to go. And when you say attack move here, the Tobii eye tracker will move the mouse, or our program will take the location of the mouse, which is based on your eyes, and it will attack move to that location. This is such an insane and stupid idea, and most likely we're gonna run into all kinds of issues, but this is gonna be just a fun project. And eventually, if we get it far along enough, we are going to try and play StarCraft with this on a brand new account and see if we can get promoted to Gold League. From what I understand, people have done a lot of testing in StarCraft, and you can supposedly get Silver League if you manage to attack move your workers at your opponent. You can get to Silver League because people in Bronze and bottom of Silver struggle when you literally just attack move your workers across the map. So I'm setting the bar at Gold League because I think that's a more reasonable level that we should try and go shoot for. So with that being said, guys, let's talk about what we have so far. I have the very basic building blocks right now. Extremely basic building blocks out to try and get this working. So let me talk about what we have. Right now, so this is gonna be our execution window. We're gonna run this in Python. We're doing Python because this is just a fun project. I could have done this more efficiently and done it in a way such that we would account for all the different things and efficiencies that would be important for time execution of our commands and everything. Nah, screw that. I just wanted to get something out there and working because this is a fun project. If it's not entirely perfect, that's fine. And over here we see we have the Python code. And this is just all I have right now. This is extremely simple. Now, I will say it did take me a little bit of time to get some of this set up. If you guys are interested in trying this out and stealing the code, feel free. I'll probably, once we get it to a working enough state, I will maybe make this repository public for any developers out there. If you're not a developer, by the way, I promise I'll do my best to try and explain things as I go. Don't fret or get too intimidated by things. I can actually make my camera a little bit bigger here, actually. I got nothing else happening in this bottom side. Maybe I'll actually just scoot this over. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot more. Cool. So, the way that this is going to work is we're using a library called speech recognition. And this is a Python library that basically is a wrapper that uses a bunch of different speech to text tools. That's all we're doing, all right? We're speaking into our microphone, and then it's sending it off. Right now, we're using like the default, which is just using a Google speech stuff, which actually seems speech recognition program. We load up our microphone, and then we call this thing that basically indefinitely will listen. That's why this is like a giant while true loop, okay? So that means it's just gonna keep going on forever. We listen, and the way that this library works is it will listen until it hears silence. Once it hears silence, it'll stop listening, and it'll give us this text, or it'll give us this audio. We send that audio to Google. Google then tells us, hey, here's that stuff that you had. Here's it back. This is what the text was. Then we're gonna basically print out and see what that text was. It's gonna show up on this window over here. And then if we can't understand it, we say we just couldn't understand it. And if we said somewhere in that text, stop recording, that's when our program will stop. So that's how we're killing our program. So this is the extremely basic version of it. And by the way, what's up to everyone? I know Dragon Soul and Warbuff and Cliggity and Talmaska, Fluffy Maguro, Jeremy, all of you guys are here. Really awesome to have you guys here for the coding streams, because these are very different than the usual StarCraft ordeal. Do you have to send it to Google? No, actually. So there are a bunch of options available with this library. It acts as a wrapper. And we're going to probably play around with the other ones later, but you need to get an API key for the other ones. I just want to get something working, basic workflow first. And actually what we're probably eventually going to end up doing is using IBM. But here, the options are Bing, Google, Google Cloud, Houndify, IBM, Sphinx. Sphinx is also another interesting one because that is the only one that is not literally going to the internet. That one is actually all local on your own computer. And then another one called wit.ai. I don't know too much about that one. Or Houndify, but I mean the rest, I mean IBM, Google, Google Cloud, and Bing, like of course we know them. Find Alexa to be the best. Yeah, we're not, I mean, one of my other pet projects that I want to do is I want to make a home version of Alexa, but one that I know I have written and I'm never sending any of this stuff to the cloud or to anyone else. So I can have it always listening, but never actually use the internet at all. And still turn on my lights and do all kinds of fun stuff at home. So that's a pet project I'm gonna do later. But anyways, let me show you guys what this does. Very, very basic program. Oh, whoops, I didn't actually hit enter here. Let's, hello. There we go. And now it should be listening to me and it should show the text I just said. So you can see there's a little bit of a delay. And that's definitely going to be a long-term problem if we're trying to use this to actually turn our words into commands, because in video games, timing is important. But I think that short phrases tend to return a little bit faster. Or just not at all. I'm not sold on that theory either now, Warbuff. Okay. Anyways. What I think we're going to do... Well, I'll first stop recording. Eventually. We'll get there. Okay, I lost patience. We're gonna kill it. Okay. So, clearly, there are some major issues with that. But I want to really stress something here. This is about Google taking a really long time to translate. Eventually, I was saying this before, IBM has a different speech recognition software that operates and returns in milliseconds as opposed to like 5-10 seconds at a time. The Google one is actually good if you had something like an Alexa, where you're giving it one long string or one long command basically, and then you want it to return like eventually and then execute that command. What we want is we're really emphasizing speed. So what we're going to be building, IBM has a better solution for because it's going to be a general stream. It's continuously going to be returning as we speak. But we have to get an API key and stuff for that. But I just want to note, it should be a very, very similar layout. We're not going to worry too much about that. We're going to just use Google for now. But it's going to be about replacing the word Google with IBM, maybe playing a little bit with how the actual program is structured and everything. But what we're going to do now today is we're going to try, and I haven't actually done almost any research on this at all, but we're going to try and turn whatever we're doing into actual hotkeys. So the idea being, let's say here, actually, let me do it like this. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller here for a second. How should I do this actually? You know what? I have an idea. Let's do this. We're gonna make ourselves a little smaller. And then we're gonna add a little notepad. Yay! And basically, the way we're going to test this, and we're not there yet. We don't have any code that actually does this yet. I want to make that clear. But this is going to be our ultimate goal. We're going to try and make it so that as we say things, here, they should basically output some keystrokes into our notepad right here. Make sense? There we go. So if we do that, actually I can fix this a little bit. There we go. Sorry, I'm getting a little OCD now. Okay, so the basic idea here is when we say control group 1 attack here, we should see 1A left click. Obviously, we're not going to be able to track the left click or anything, but we can basically do something like that. We're going to expect, and we're going to say control group 1 attack move. And we should see a 1A. when we translate that. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of research. Python trigger keystrokes. So we're gonna see what's available there. Okay, so it looks like there is something available called Pineput. And Python's really beautiful for these kind of projects. Maybe too many speech recognition requests at once. Yeah, maybe Dragon Soul. But it should be sending it after it thinks you're done speaking. Actually, that would you know what? I actually want to test this really quickly, or actually verify this. Does it just think got audio now sending? Okay, so actually if we do this, now we should know whether it thinks it's just getting stuck on the fact that it thinks we're still speaking, because maybe it thinks it still hears some some audio and it's like still waiting for the silence. Because maybe we need to up our threshold for how, or like, you know, yeah, up our threshold for how much is sound. So let's try this. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Cool, that was pretty fast. So it seems like we do get the response back pretty fast most of the time, but if we talk a little bit longer, and sometimes it looks like it's just quick every single time we ask something. You can see right now, it still hasn't printed the got audio now sending. So it's actually getting stuck thinking we're still talking. We can actually try and fix that. It looks like Google's taking a long time with this one. Yeah, because it's a very long phrase. So let's see if we can... Oh, hold on. Let's kill this. Let's kill this properly now. Stop recording. Okay. And hey, we had stop recording in there, so it stopped. And we're good. Okay. Huzzah, yeah. The mic is hot all the time. Maybe there's a debug you can use. So what I understand is that there is a threshold you can set. Let's actually look into this really quickly. Now, I've thought a lot about how I want to do these coding streams. But basically, I've thought about, oh, should I show my web browser as I Google for things on my coding streams? Unfortunately, guys, I don't trust the internet enough to do that. I do not want to get TOS for showing like weird stuff somehow accidentally. Or like, I go to some website that's like, oh, like, here's the solution for how to parse the audio into a JSON to send it as a request. And then somehow it's just like a porn website or something. I don't want to do that. I'm actually not worried about my browser history though. I'm pretty damn clean. So let's see. We want to see speech recognition Python threshold. So let's see if we can set the threshold. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I think I already found something. Ooh, adjust for ambient noise. Okay. So apparently if we add this line, this should actually help a little bit. So with this, it listens for 1 second to calibrate the energy threshold for ambient noise levels. Okay. So we're gonna do this, all right? Oh, whoops. I didn't copy paste this. Come on. Oh my god. There we go. Adjusting for ambient noise. Actually, we're gonna make this a function, because I like to have things a little bit cleaner. I need to pass in R. Oh, hold on. Actually, yeah, we need to do it like this. But we also need this whole thing, which basically is grabbing our microphone stuff. Like that. Done adjusting. Cool. So we're going to do this and say adjust for ambient. And we're going to worry about cleaning up this program, making it look nice and everything later. Okay, so we actually do need to pass in the mic as well. That makes sense. It needs the mic to actually do that. Trailing white space. Okay. Thank you, Linter. You like programming in Java? Okay. So, let's see if this actually helps a little bit. Cool. So it should have adjusted for the ambient noise now. Let's see if this is consistently faster. So far, so good. This is actually a lot better than before. I forgot to knock on wood. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just I keep jinxing it. That is definitely possible. Okay, so there is a thing here that should help. Also, for whenever this stupid recording gets back to me, stop recording. Cool. So there is a help FAQ, which says the recognizer tries to recognize speech even when I'm not speaking. Try increasing the recognizer instance .energy threshold property. So it's a value between 50 and 4,000. Okay, let's try that. Hey, what's up? Oh my god. Gradius, what's up, dude? Oh shoot, I didn't even see you. I don't think it's a rate limit for the service, because what we have right now is, so like this is the last message I sent. It's still stuck on recording it. So this is still recording from my microphone right now. It's not actually, like, it's getting stuck on knowing when I've stopped speaking, as opposed to reaching out to Google, trying to get a response back, and then stopping. So I don't think it's a rate limit, but that is a good thought. Yeah, it's still local. Right, so I just saw the recognizer instance. So we have our recognizer. Let's set it over here. This is going to be such a long thing if it ever gets back. I almost don't want to kill the program because I just want to see how long this will go. Okay, we're killing it. Sorry, guys. Do you need a text thing to be printed that shows that's listening, or is that not necessary? I do have something just saying, like, when it finishes listening, it should print out this. If it hits an error for a lookup or something, then it'll print out it could not understand. So it should be getting it. Okay, so now it should be extremely not sensitive. So I'm expecting that it will only really care if I'm being really loud or something. That's a little bit tough. It's really not doing what we were hoping for. Let's read a little bit. Good starting value. So it looks like it defaults to a value of 300. And the lower the number, the less sensitive it is. So 40 should be really not sensitive. What is STD? STD is usually, it's like standard in or out is usually what they refer to when they say STD. What's this with as? Oh, it's a Python thing, AHD. So the basic way it works is it's actually really handy. So normally for the example that people usually use is files. Normally when you're coding, you have a file, you open it, you have to remember to close it. When you use with, it basically will handle a lot of that stuff for you. So you could say with file as open, you know, random.txt. And as long as it's within this indent, basically within this block, inside of the with as, when it finishes the with as, or if it errors out or something, it will automatically close the file. So it handles a lot of the cleanup for you. It's actually a little bit magical in that way. You're not even dreaming of something like that in PHP? That's fair. Okay. Ooh, this is helpful. This is promising. R dots pause threshold is equal to, so hold on. Represents the minimum amount of silence in seconds that will register as the end of a phrase. Can be changed. Smaller values in the recognition completing more quickly, but might result in slower speakers being cut off. Oh no, it's sending it all. Oh no. Oh god. Well, Google's gonna have a hell of a time translating all of that, or transcribing. Let's try setting this to 1 second. So it should be 1 second of, if it recognizes 1 second of not speaking. It looks like the default is 1.5 seconds. No. Look at this. This is everything I said. STDs. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Ooh. Wait a second. This is very, very promising. Timeout equals. Let's say Let's say 7 seconds for now. Maximum number of seconds that it'll wait for a short phrase to start before giving up and throwing an OS error. If none, it will wait indefinitely. Oh, so is this gonna throw an OS error? Oh, for the phrase to start. So basically it's gonna wait for you to start speaking. Okay, guys. Oh my god, we're back. No, Annie, it's not over. Okay, we're back. Refresh. Sorry, guys. I have no idea what's going on with my computer right now. Legitimately, my computer has not had these kinds of issues in years. This is really strange. I did get forced to do like some Windows update or something. And I'm wondering, is it the stuff that we're working on right now? Or is it the Windows update that I had to do? Because I want to say the first time that this crashed, it happened when... Hold on. Oh, this is weird. All right. The first time this crashed, it happened when my program wasn't running. Recheck for Windows updates again. No, I don't see any updates. Okay. Well, we'll try and figure this out. Really annoying. So what I am going to do for now, because this is actually what I wanted to try and do, is we're actually just going to delay some of this stuff. So we're going to say, here. Setup. Speech recognition. And then this is just going to do all of this. Return r, mic. R, mic is equal to setup speech recognition. So basically we're going to do all this, but we're actually going to comment this out for now. We're also going to comment this out really quickly. Oh, whoops. Cool. So we're gonna pass on this for now, because clearly there's some issues going on with my computer. We're gonna try moving on to the other part of this, because there is one other part that we haven't talked about at all, and that is that we still need to actually turn whatever we do into actual keyboard inputs. So I did find this other thing called Pi input. Now I want to actually just make sure we can find something that does not only keyboard inputs, but also mouse inputs. Are you on an insider build? No, I'm not. What's the goal right now? Replacing keyboard? Yes. We're basically going to use voice to replace our entire keyboard hand. That is the current objective. So, let us see. I want to check out and see. Okay, so it looks like we can simulate keys with this library by doing keyboard press and keyboard release. Cool, that's actually all we need. You can do multiple keys. That's actually helpful. That's very important, actually. And there's also a mouse controller. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, but there is a little help section here. And basically here, I'll paste it into my little text file here so you guys can read it. The key presses work in Notepad, but not in my game. Pi input uses Win32 API function called sendInput. SendInput function will insert input events in the same queue as a hardware device, but the events are marked with a LLFHM injected flag that can be detected by hooks and then filtered. To avoid this flag, you probably have to write a custom driver. It would be ideal for most games to look into these events if they want to reduce bot activity. Yeah, so basically, we need to make sure that this actually works with StarCraft. So one really easy way we can do this is first we're going to install the library. Make sure that that actually goes off without a hitch. Because knowing our luck, there will be an issue here. All right. So we install this. Yeah, good stuff. All right. Python. Okay. So it looks like we're gonna do that. Cool. Imports are going off without any hitches. We're gonna create a keyboard class. Okay. So we'll see. This is gonna get a little weird because I'm actually afraid that it's just gonna hold down A now. Oh, it actually did type it right here. Cool. Okay, cool. So let us now see that we've gotten that working at least. Let's try it over here. All right. So we're going to do, what is it? High input. Okay. So we want to do this. We're going to copy this over really quickly. Oh, come on. Come on. Copy paste. Okay. So let's test our like input stuff in StarCraft. So we're gonna say keyboard equals controller. You can delete this pass. Keyboard dot press A. Keyboard dot release A. And we'll just do this a bunch of times so we have some time. And maybe we'll do it like B, C, D. I don't think we need this many more. And we'll also do a import time dot sleep 2 seconds. So it'll give us time to basically tab over to StarCraft. Looks like we're not using key, but that's fine. Okay, let's actually launch StarCraft. Because that's going to be an important part of this. So, let us see. My Windows setup is actually really not well made for this. I wasn't expecting to launch StarCraft today. I was expecting to just work on getting other stuff working. But let's just verify really quickly. You guys all have to take my word for it. Let's see. Show StarCraft really quickly. That I am running the program and everything. So, first let's just run the program and we should just see it over here. We're not going to do this in StarCraft yet, okay? Here, actually, let's move back over here. Just going to show you that it works in this window right here, okay? So, should be sleeping. A, B, C, D. Cool. That's exactly what we wanted. Now let's try it over here. I should see it in the chat window. Oh, whoops. You guys can't see it, but there, you guys can see it right here. A, B, C, D. It actually did work there. Let's try it one more place. Let's go into a custom game. Ephemeron, sure. We don't need an AI. Okay. So while that game loads up, let's go back and code this up. So we're going to change this to say 4, which is my next hotkey. E. Cool. So right now it's going to, basically when we run this program, it's going to select our nexus, which we're going to hotkey to 4. And then it's going to hit E and start a probe, okay? So let's try this. It started it. It works. Oh my God. Okay, cool, cool. We're good about keyboard input. We can do this now. All right. That's actually all we need in StarCraft 4. We just want to confirm that we could, in fact, trigger keyboard input, because that was a little bit of a concern. Some games and applications might disable that. Issues? Nah. Yeah, see, we're fine actually today. Besides our computer completely freezing and crashing, we're fine. So now we can just use Notepad. Now we can just use Notepad to test things. Cool. So what we are going to want to do is basically create, and I kind of want to do this in a different place. Here, let's see. How do we want to do this? So the way I'm thinking about structuring this is we're going to basically have a class. We're going to create a class that's going to be like our reader or something, right? So let's just say it's going to be, I don't know, translator.py. So class translator, or we'll call it SC translator. And the purpose of this class is just going to be translates a given phrase into keyboard actions. So it's going to be a very simple thing, but this is going to be about, you know, how we actually like create all these little phrases and everything. We have to think about a lot of this. This is going to be a lot of like just writing code. This is going to be a lot of just writing individual cases. We might be able to get smarter about it. Like, for example, if the word build is in there, then we might have some idea of like worker build. Like we could create a special phrase of have worker build something or something like that. So we can try and think and cut down on the number of cases and everything, but for now we're just going to hard code each individual case. So a good example is, let's see, build workers. Build worker. We are not going to try and handle multiple workers. It's something like elastic search for voice. You know, there are smarter ways of doing this and everything, but right now we're dealing with big phrases. So let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Give me a second. I actually just want to copy some code over. So we're gonna steal this. Yeah, steal that entirely. So what I'm doing is I'm just stealing the imports over to this thing here. Stealing this. Yeah, all of this. We're gonna put it here for a second, even though it's not actually all gonna go over here. And I think that's all we need. Yeah. So now that main function's literally not doing anything. It's just sleeping for 2 seconds. So, def. So we're gonna create our initialization function. This is going to not take anything. Yeah, we're just gonna create our keyboard. Self.keyboard is that. This is gonna need a self because it's a class now. And let me see if I remember how to do this in Vim. Yeah, I do. Okay. Too many blank lines, that's fine. Blank line at the end of file, cool. All right. So we're gonna assume for now that our workers or our nexus is always gonna be hotkeyed at 4. And we're gonna actually start our def translate phrase self phrase. So if phrase, and let's see. For now, we're gonna keep this extremely simple. We'll worry about building this out and making it more durable and everything later. We just want to get basic stuff working. If the phrase passed in is just straight up equal to build worker. then build worker. Undefined name build worker. Oh, self.build worker. Yeah. Okay. So this is a very, very basic kind of thing. It has no durability whatsoever, because if someone said, hey, build worker or something, it just wouldn't know what the hell to do. I'm always immediately impressed when I see someone using terminal text editors. That is a small part of the reason why I started using one, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hold on, we need to actually import our class now. Here. From translator, import SC translator. I think that's what we called it. Translator equals SC translator. Translator dot translate build worker. Okay. And let's just make sure. SC translator, this is translator.py. Pass in exactly build worker. Cool. All right, let's try this. I should see a 4E now. No, SC translator does not have an ability called translate. All right, we misnamed it. Translate phrase. Ugh. Translate. That's all. We don't need to be so wordy. All right. 4E. Perfect. Should write the code for hands-free StarCraft without using your hands. Draz, that is a little too next level for me. What are the other reasons then? Oh, so the original reason was that I worked at a company, and at this company, I used to use visual text editors. I used to use Eclipse. I used to use Visual Studio. I used to use all these very visual-based editors. And I have to say, I liked a lot of them. I hated using Emacs when I was in school and stuff, but I had to a lot of the time. And then I started this company, and this company basically had a way where our development laptops that they gave us, effectively what would happen is we wouldn't develop anything actually on our laptops. Usually we had virtual environments in the cloud that we'd have to basically SSH into and run our code. Now, that sounds all well and good, but if you wanted to develop locally with an actual visual editor, you had to pull the code to your local computer. You had to make the changes, and you couldn't actually run any of the stuff on your local computer because of how stuff was set up. So after every single time you saved, you have to have a hook in the program to push everything you actually just like wrote to your remote or virtual instance environment in the cloud. And then you have to have another separate thing like edit or a console in SSH'd into that to run that code. And it was just such a hassle. I'm like, you know what? If I already have to have all this stuff there, I'm just gonna learn Vim. I'm just gonna learn Vim so I don't have to deal with all this stuff just to use a stupid visual editor. So I learned Vim because it was just easier. It was easier than doing all that stuff. Otherwise I would have probably used like Visual Studio or PyCharm or something like that. Oh, whoops. JK. Sorry, those are Vim hotkeys. I do love Vim. I have a problem now, is that I use Vim for things I probably shouldn't. Okay, so cool. We have our basic thing working. We're gonna go and start building out some more instances of these. So we have to think this through now. How do we want to actually trigger stuff? One other thing I actually do want to try is, let's say, attack here. So this is actually going to involve the mouse. So this is called high input mouse click. Okay. So we're gonna get a separate thing, which is self.mouse equals controller. Oh, wait, hold on. That doesn't make sense. Oh, here. I see. Hold on. I know what we have to do. As K controller. So basically, there's a keyboard controller, and then there's a separate thing as M controller. But they're both labeled controller, which is really confusing. K controller. M controller. Cool. Abstract some things out. Such as having a build worker automatically build one at each base. So Talden, yes, ideally, but first we're trying to keep things simple. Get like one of the best pieces of like advice slash self-learning that I had as a software developer, because I'm not gonna pretend like I am the greatest software developer in the world, but I've worked in the industry for like 6-7 years. I've learned a few things, at least. And one of the best pieces of advice slash lessons I've learned through my own hardship is it's usually better to just get something working that's like a shitty version of what you want, and then to build from there, than it is to try and build the perfect thing the first time. It's the same as like if I'm gonna try and learn how to play StarCraft. It's usually better for me to get a basic understanding of my build order and to try and get a basic understanding of what I want to do, and then to just start playing StarCraft games against actual opponents, rather than sitting in, you know, a 1 versus 1 versus an AI on very easy and practicing my build order until I hit the same 12-minute timing and drone saturation and everything as Cyril. Like, yes, that is technically a way you can do it, but you'll probably improve faster. You'll probably reach the destination and learn about all the random things you didn't expect along the way by actually just getting in there once you have a solid, fundamental, basic working solution of your build order. Anyways, that's my philosophy on that. So, yes, absolutely, Talden. We should abstract that, but think about it. To do something like that, we'd have to have an idea of how many bases are there? How many nexus do we have? How do we track that? Are we gonna, I mean, we could track and see how many times did we build a nexus, because that's also another thing. We're gonna have a command that says build nexus. But what if a nexus dies? How do we even know what nexus died? We don't want to just hit the hotkey randomly, right? Now, technically, we could just hotkey each nexus to a different, like 4 or 5. I mean, this is my normal hotkey layout, actually. I don't do like, you know, X number or like, you know, all of my nexus on one hotkey. I do main on 4, natural on 5, third base on 6. Like, I just scale it outwards. So we could just build a bot that literally only accommodates maybe like 4 or 5 bases, and then after that, get fucked, you're not making more workers from the other nexus. We could do that. And we could just have it go through them, and those hotkeys are just purely reserved for that. That is an option. I'm gonna refactor this later. Who the fuck wrote this? Jeremy, look, you're not allowed to get that real with me, okay? You're not allowed to get that real with me here. Alright. So, this is pretty easy, actually. Mouse.press. Button.left. We have to import button. Self.mouse.release. Button.left. And up here. Ooh, how do you do... I forget the syntax is if you use an as. Ah, screw it. It's ugly, but whatever. Oh, this pains me. I hate having the same, like, thing I'm importing from multiple times. I just want to have it all in a comma. Don't you need to press A first? Press A first? Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Also, I'm gonna really quickly. Press key. This is gonna get annoying otherwise. It's just like making every single time I want to write one line, it's making it 2 lines. Self.keyboard.press key. Self.keyboard.release key. Now I don't have to do it like this. Self.press key 4. That's so much better. Look, it's so much cleaner. Oh my god, why didn't we just do this earlier? Okay. Screw it. I'm gonna make one for mouse too. Left click. Man, Automod has been really weird lately. Oops. Oh, whoops. Hold on. No, that's not what I want. I want here, this. And now this is going to get replaced with self.left click. Yay! We're going to steal this and change this to an A. We learned how to attack move, except we have a syntax error here. There we go. Without this second import, actually, fuck me. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so ugly, though. Screw it. Whatever. We're just gonna do this. Okay. Is it HSP? Hold on. Vim horizontal split. I always do VSP for a vertical split. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just hold on. I'll show you. Vim horizontal split VSP. What is a command? Oh, it's just SP. SP. Yeah, cool. This is what I wanted. Okay, now we can actually just look at both of these at the same time. So now we have this window up here. So we're writing all of our stuff. And then this is where we're actually just telling it to do things. Now we don't have to just move back and forth all the time. Translator dot translate attack here. Right, so we actually need to make an attack here thing. Elif phrase equals attack here. Attack here. So this is obviously very, very simple. In fact, we're actually gonna do one quick thing here. Main army attack here. And we're just gonna hotkey our main army to 1, basically. We're gonna make that assumption for now. Yes, that. And we're gonna do, oops. Yeah, here. Okay. So now this should build a worker and then attack move with our main army. So we're gonna hit, see, a 4E and then a 1A click. And the way we're gonna test our click is I'm gonna have this, you guys probably won't be able to see it. I'm just gonna have this minimize my notepad. Oh, you will be able to see it. So you should see this happen where it goes like that. It just disappears for a second, okay? Cool. So, hey, cool, it worked. The clicking works. And we got 4E, so it built a probe, and then it attacked moved somewhere. Python is weirding me out with the lack of semicolons. Yeah, that's fair. It does take some getting used to. I mean, actually, I think the semicolons, I got used to that pretty fast. The lack of braces really messed with my head for a really long time. Okay, this is just like a really small thing, but I just want my main program to be on the top. Sorry, I just swapped the windows. That looked confusing for a second. Let's try actually doing this. This is probably going to fail miserably. I'm a little afraid right now. Okay. We're gonna actually try speaking, guys. We're actually gonna try turning this into doing things. So let's see. It's build worker and main army attack here. Okay. Listen indefinitely. We actually have to do something with this. So first, gotta give it the translator object. Once it has the text, we're gonna print that out. And God, I hope this is not gonna break. Let's see. We'll do it up here. We'll put it inside of our try just for the hell of it. Translator.translate text. Okay, guys. The stream has only crashed twice running this. Surely we'll be fine now. Surely this time it's not gonna crash. Right? 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 We're fine. We're fine. Okay. JK. Build worker, main army attack here. Okay. Whew. All right, you guys ready? Build worker. Field worker? What? Hold on. I want a second opinion from stream. Did I sound like I said field worker? Did I sound like I said that? I need stream to back me up on this. I did not sound like that, right? You're okay. Everyone's hearing build. So it is in fact Google who done goofed here. We acknowledge that Google has goofed, and I am no longer afraid of Google Home being in my home because they might listen to everything that I say, but they're gonna think that when I went out and I said, I'm out of soy cheese, I need to buy more soy cheese, they're gonna think, oh boy, he's out of vacuum cleaners. He needs to go buy a new vacuum cleaner. Let's show him ads of vacuum cleaners. I'm not worried anymore, guys. Google technology just is not there yet. Jesus. Passing self to reference the object is weird. Yeah, Python does get weird with that. All right, hold on. What was this error? Unknown value error. Okay. So I think that happens when it just has no idea. What was our timeout? We did do this stuff. Maybe this is messing with it. Let's just try setting that to 100. We set the timeout to be 7. Let's just set it to 10 to be safe. Actually, no. We don't want a timeout. Timeout was actually something that we decided to not help. Maybe you could create new audio commands if the speech recognition program recognizes the word field. Maybe, yeah, absolutely. That's actually true, Dragon Soul, and we might be able to do those like modifications later. But I don't want to account for every possible word that could be said. I'd rather have it just do some additional training. Because I think one of the things you can actually do, not necessarily with the Google one, But some of the other APIs that we might switch to later that are like IBMs or whatever, is you can actually pass in likely words that are being used. So it becomes more sensitive or more likely to pick those. Okay. Time to scrape rhymezone.com. Yeah, right? Okay. Build worker. Main army attack here. Stop recording. Okay, yeah. Oh, I see what happened. So you see, this is really subtle. Build worker, all lowercase. Main army attack here. Main and army are capitalized. Ah. Okay. I don't know what Google uses to decide that it's going to capitalize things, but I have an idea. This is also going to make it a little bit better. Actually, no. I don't want it to do that yet. We'll worry about that later. Let's also just strip it of any white space and stuff. Extra white space. You didn't see the Vim until now. Yeah, I'm a Vimmer. Okay. Let's also handle this unknown value error. I would like it to not just straight up error, except unknown value error. SR dots unknown value error print fail to understand. And I say failed to because otherwise it's hard to tell which one it failed on, if it was a lookup error or unknown value error. So we're gonna try that. Okay. Main army attack here. Main army attack here. Build worker. Stop recording. Okay, I'm paranoid it's gonna crash my computer again. I am using Vim. Izzy Do. Izzy D. Hey, what's up, Bouncing Cow? Alright, guys. I wonder if the text-to-speech has the ability to let you limit the search space to only certain phrases. Talden, that would actually be really cool. I think you can at least tell it likely phrases. I don't know if it completely limits it, though. I'm actually going to put this behind me. Yeah, now it can go in front of it. Cool. All right, let's clear this. Make it clean. Cool. So let's just do some really simple stuff, guys. Or I mean, not so simple, but let's ignore this for a second. What did I write? I don't see any differences. Okay, whatever. Let's think about how we want to handle the actual speech recognition here. Assuming that we don't get like a weird word that shouldn't have been there. How do we want to do this? So we could say build could basically trigger like a build's potential things, and then we read for that. We can kind of cut down on our like our coding space here. So we could say build phrase oops. Something like this, where then it says if pylon in phrase, you know, do all this stuff, or like if gateway in phrase, all that stuff. So basically we can pick all the different buildings, and that'll cut down on the amount of stuff over here. There is going to be an assumption that you have the correct units selected, because one thing we have not figured out how to do is we don't know necessarily, outside of like main army or control group X. We should actually break this down, actually. This might make sense. So like here, let's do this. So how do we want to break this down? Line 17 is funny. I don't know what line 17 is anymore, because I just moved everything. Well, we want to break this down into like different components. So maybe it's, you know, group. So basically it's like a control group or current selection. So, oh, self.attack here. Yeah. So we have like phrase format group or current selection. Action location. So something like this might work. Are we ever going to have a location be specified, or is it always just going to be attack here? Any easy way to read what's currently selected in SC? No. We are not going to... I've tried doing screen reading and all that stuff, and man, it just is a huge headache. I abandoned ship on that pretty damn hard. I decided it is not worth it to try and do. Because I tried doing like all kinds of fun image recognition stuff. One thing is that when you do that stuff, it adds additional time, so that's a problem. But the second problem is it was very inconsistent. It was not consistent enough that I would feel comfortable trying to do that for like specific actions. Okay, so let's see. If we format things like this, basically for now, you either say group 1, 2, 3, whatever. So we'll say valid groups. This is all just notation for ourselves. Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ... 0. That looks really weird. Groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 0, actually. Doesn't actually go to 9. No, it does. So we do that. Current selection. So it's going to be one of the two. We will expect one of the two. Valid actions. Basically, this is gonna be most of the work here, is just actually writing out all the, like, Psystorm is T, stim is T, attack move is like an action or something. So basically we'll just go through all the different actions you can do. Anything in StarCraft, patrol, that kind of stuff. We'll assume correct unit is selected. And then for location, optional for some actions. For now, we're only doing Protoss actions. That is definitely true, Bouncing Cow. Will I share this on GitHub? Eventually, probably, if I get it to a working state. Any easy way to... sorry, I already read that a while ago. And Balance Whiner, yes, there is currently a big delay because we're using Google's we're using a wrapper, basically, for that is capable of using a lot of different speech-to-text libraries or APIs. We're currently using Google's because it didn't require me to set up an API key and an account and everything. What we're going to probably use is IBM, because IBM allows you to do live stream getting the, like sending off these things and getting back a response within milliseconds, like within like 100 to like, I think it was 700 milliseconds or something, which is reasonable. It's not perfect, but this is not meant to be perfect. This is meant to be a really dumb idea that shouldn't exist, but is going to be really fun when we actually get it all working and we try laddering with it. Do we ever actually need location? Or is it actually just going to be unit and select? And if the action involves clicking, the action will just incorporate the clicking. I don't actually think we need a location because we're always doing here, wherever the mouse is. I think we're just doing that for now. If we encounter something else, we can adjust that. For some reason, it's not highlighting white space. That's annoying. Not sure what it's like nowadays, but in the 90s, IBM was the company for text-to-speech or speech-to-text. I didn't know that. I actually don't know much about the history of speech-to-text and stuff, but I believe it. IBM was an amazing company like a long time ago. Okay, so let's rework this a little bit. How do we want to split this? So basically, first we're going to get, let's see. We're going to get a selection. Selection is equal to, so for, and then we're going to get a action is equal to something. So first we want to get the selection. So I think the way this should work is, I think we're probably just going to have some other function. We're going to say get selection from a phrase, basically. Def get selection phrase. Let's actually start documenting some of these functions because we're going to get confused otherwise. All right. Figures out what units should be selected. Yo, Alpha X SC2, thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a wonderful stream, guys. I'm guessing you guys are casting some of the show matches or something. If you guys are here, you might be wondering, this isn't StarCraft. You're technically correct. You are technically correct. What we are doing here is we are working on a project that I like to call Hands-Free StarCraft. So we are coding, and we just began this today. I'm trying to explain things as I go, but I might miss some things. If you guys have questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat. But we're effectively just trying to code a thing which will turn everything we do with our left hand, which is our keyboard hand, into just stuff that we read. So we're reading actions, and it'll execute the keyboard commands for those actions. And we still have to move our mouse around, but eventually we're going to get a Tobii eye tracker that will replace the moving of the mouse. And that is our eventual goal. We are still a long ways off from that, but we're getting started with it today. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And even if you don't know coding, please feel free again to ask questions, but also give ideas and stuff. If you guys have thoughts on how this should be done or how you think stuff might work. StarCraft doesn't look like this for other people. So 420XX, you actually said the exact same thing that the Tobii eye tracker folks said to me, which is this could be really useful for disabled people. I don't think it's going to be that robust. I think this is going to be a very, very shitty version of it, but it's like a fun meme. It's a fun project that probably won't actually be super viable, but my goal is to make this, to iterate on it a little bit, and to get Gold League with a brand new account just using a mouse or keyboard. Oh my god, guys, hold on. Before, oh my god, hold on. You know what we need to do? We have to actually be able to say good luck, have fun at the beginning of the game. This is like one of the most important parts of StarCraft. Oh my god. Okay. So we'll say, then we'll do self dot glhf elif phrase is equal to tap out self dot gg, and we'll just define those really quickly. We can define them down here.
Thank you Dgun for the subscription. Print, excellent stream.
Thank you so much, Dgun, for the 2-month resub with Twitch Prime. It's actually super meaningful. I always say the second month is like the coolest month to get a resub for, because it means that you felt like it was worth coming back for again for the second month. And especially with Twitch Prime, that's like something you actively have to go back and do. So thank you so much, Dgun. Really appreciate it. Please type a BM command. We'll get to the BM commands later. Actually, I guess the BM command would literally... Oh, actually, hold on. Our tap out is going to F10N. So we can't just say tap out and then have it offensive GG, because then we'll leave the game. All right, hold on. GLHF, self. We don't actually need a phrase or anything. We're going to do... What is it? Self.press key. Self.press key. Enter, I think? I'm not sure if this is actually going to work, but... self.press key G. Can I do self.press key and pass in like a full phrase? I actually wonder. Pi input multiple keys. Oh, hold on. Oh no, because there's a difference between press, release and, oh yeah, okay, never mind. We're abandoning. We're forgetting that. G, we're just gonna do this for now. Oh, you know what actually would be cool? I know, we can do this. Def press keys. Self keys. Takes an array of keys. For key in keys. Press key. Yeah, now we can just pass in an array. That's so much easier. So let's see. Where were we? We were at GLHF. Let's see, it's gonna be keys, enter, GL, whoops, GLHF. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. We're not gonna overthink this for now. This is like a meme right now. This command is like a meme. Def tap out. Can't you just write a while loop? I always forget Python does not know while loops exist in Python. You can do while true. You can do stuff like that. What do you mean do a while loop for what though, Bouncing Cow? Let's see. Oh, you do need a second enter. You're right. Good call, AJ. Enter. Let's see. Self.press keys. Enter. G. Enter. F10? I actually don't know if this is gonna do this stuff. Hold on. Import Pi input. Hold on. Let me just finish this line. F10 and I want to make sure I actually know how to do these before I go too far. What did I mess up? I messed up a colon here. I didn't finish something here. Oh, I just never used selection. That's fine. Undefined name, get selection, undefined action. Yeah, that's fine. Press key, self.press key. There we go. Okay, the rest of these I don't care about. Let me test this. Before you started the for loop for the input array, I typed that. Oh, gotcha. Press key function misses itself. No, Mr. Drigan, you were correct, actually. So we're gonna really quickly try this. We're gonna say keyboard equals k controller keyboard dot press. How do we want to do this? We want to hit enter. We want to test enter. Ah, yes, it does not know the value enter. Let's see, pi input, press enter. Press key, sorry, no, already read that. Hey, what's up, Hannah Baskerville? Enter. Oh, this should be something. Key dot enter? Oh, hold on, maybe I need to actually keep that key import. Hold on. Import key. Key dot enter? Yeah, okay, key dot enter. That's what we need. Oh god, it looks so ugly. I'm just gonna do it like this. Okay, sorry. This is just me being really stupid. Right, so I want to get the key, and I need to replace this with key.enter. 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 F10. I only see an F1. Oh, no, sorry, it says F1 to F20 are defined. Okay, cool, we're good. Key dot, let's just test it. F10. Cool, we're good. F10. Enter. I probably could have done this with a find and replace, but whatever, we're almost done. Oh, whoops. Capital K. I assume we needed some ASCII value instead. I think we're okay now. Hands-free StarCraft, yeah. I imagine some people screaming the commands out in frustration already. What IDE is this? This is Vim. Okay. So we did our GLHF and everything. We're gonna test that later. Good luck, have fun. Or phrase equal to GLHF. Something like that. Or a phrase. I don't know how it's actually gonna get read in. GG. No, actually, I feel like if you accidentally say GG, you're like, wow, they haven't GG'd out yet or something. It's just you're gonna leave. That would actually be horrible. Okay. Let's actually finish doing what we were doing over here. These are just the memes. Chat memes. Get selection and get action. Okay. So we're gonna call get selection. After it gets a selection, we're gonna have it do do action. And I think this is gonna take that. Figure out what action needs to be taken. So I think the way that this is gonna work is get selection is just gonna basically read in and see some selection. It's gonna assume a very strict format for now. You need glasses to watch this stream? I'm sorry, oh God. I don't want to increase the font size. Oh, can I do this maybe? I'm not using the far left-hand side of the screen, so maybe I can do... Oh no, hold on. No, I can't do that. It's not gonna work. Don't increase? Okay. Self-deck get selection. Oh shoot, you're right. That's probably the oh my God. Come on, Vim hotkeys. That's probably the mistake I make the most often, is I just keep forgetting to do self-dot. Just know you trying is... one day I'll figure out a solution for it. Okay. So we're going to parse out the beginning. We're going to look to see whether or not it starts with current selection. So we're going to say... How do we want to do this? Split phrase is equal to so basically what this is going to do is, to give you guys an idea, if I had group 1 attack move, something like this, and I said this dot split, in case you guys just don't know, this will give me not what I thought it would give me. Is it this? I think it's this actually. Ugh. PowerShell hotkeys. There, that's actually what I want. It's gonna give me an array that just splits it by the spaces. Glad I tried that out over here, because that would have been really embarrassing. I know, because it was embarrassing already. Phrase dot split along a space. So if split phrase, let's do our quick check here. If split phrase is less than 2. I think that's what we want. If selection is equal to none, or is none, return. So basically we're saying if they don't have at least 2 words, that means that they don't have a selection and an action. They only have 1. So we guarantee that. And then let's get rid of this pass. Always larger than 3? Technically with the words that we have. Oh, greater than 3, yeah. Oh, it was join, like whatever dot join. Yeah, you're right, Fend. You are totally right. Do you want SC3 to come out one day? Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. Obviously, I would love for it to come out, but, you know, when it happens, it'll happen. I can't think of anyone that's like, I hope SC3 never comes out. It'll be 440 when it happens. I mean, at the current rate that StarCraft games release, which is literally just 2 data points. It comes out 10 years, no, 12 years after the last expansion. Legacy of the Void came out 4 years ago? So I think 8 more years. 8 more years until StarCraft 3. Something like that. StarCraft 2 came out in 2010, I think. Right, Axlav? The beta came out in 2000. The beta came out in 2009? Or did the beta start in March of 2010? And the game came out in August. You might be right. But when they announced it, I guess that's fair. Okay. What were we doing? Right. If split phrase sub-0, so we guarantee that there's at least 2 of these we can reference now, is group. So if it's group, then we're gonna say what is it? Self dot press key split phrase sub 1. It's gonna get really weird when we start debugging and it's misreading like 1 as like won, W-O-N or something. That's gonna get really fun. We might also have to do some extra parsing if it like our text-to-speech stuff returns like O-N-E instead of the number 1. Maybe our library won't actually read the key thing properly. Obi-Wan, yeah. So we'll deal with all the potential headache stuff later. LF split phrase of 0 is equal to current. So both of these are going to be a length of 2 exactly. Oh, right. This should be less than or equal to 2. I see what you guys are joking about now. Very funny. Current and group, lowercase. Self.press key. Nothing, actually. We don't press anything. Yeah, so we're gonna say that we're accomplishing whatever key presses need to be pressed here, and we're gonna say the remaining phrase. Oops. I think we actually just don't do anything here. If it's current selection, we just do it with whatever is currently selected. So then we're going to just pass in to do action. It's going to be phrase, or our split phrase, and the remainder of it. So we'll do. This is probably not super efficient, but I just like the idea of passing in an actual string, not like a random array of it. And this is probably just going to end up splitting it again. Actually, no, it's not. It's not. Because it's going to look for like full words of like psionic storm or something. I regret not getting the collector's edition of Wings of Liberty, but I did get it. Yeah, I had the same thing, but I eventually just went back and bought it. I do still have all of my stuff. I could have just returned the like that Vend. You're totally right, but I don't actually think I want it as an array. I think I actually want it as just like the full action list. No, wait, hold on. Do I? I do actually want it as an array. Takes an array of words and The reason why is because we want to have stuff like our build function be useful here. So if the first word is now build, we know that we're just going to go execute our build function. We don't have to like literally write every single command in one function. So that'll be useful actually. Yeah, that's actually a good point. So split phrase, wait, it's 2 -1 vend. Is that correct? Does -1 give you the end? Hold on. No, we want not -1. We want 2 empty. Yeah, like that. Basically, it'll give us the array from like index 2 onward. Also, split line 45 using braces, not parentheses. Oh my god. Whoops. Good call. All right. Undefined name do action, self.do action. White space. Pass. Trailing white space. Action is... Yeah, we don't actually need that there. We don't actually need any of this here either. For now. We'll just copy it into here for a second. Because if it's gonna live anywhere, it'll live here. So, actually, yeah, it's basically gonna be like if phrase sub 0, well, hold on. If length of phrase less than or equal to 0, or sorry, less than 1, return none. Basically, we're done. Like, we've parsed everything here. If phrase sub 0 is equal to build, self.build, phrase 1 sub, something like that, I think. I think something like that makes sense, right? So basically, we'll get the rest of the phrase, and then we'll look to see what's remaining. And this will change to be if, like, such and such is the remainder. Actually, over here, we're building something. We actually want this as the full, we don't actually want this as like this. No, we don't. We want it as join phrase sub 1, like that. Because we want the rest of it as just one long string, I think, basically. Idea being, if it comes in as like something longer, we can still handle it. And then this will be something along the lines of if pylon, I guess if phrase for now, we're doing very, very strict parsing. If phrase equal to gateway, all this stuff. And for now, let's just do everything here. Self, press key, E, or phrase is equal to probe. So we can do all of the lookups for these, but let's just test it with this. Self.press key G. Uh-oh. Oh no. I messed something up. I am missing a parenthesis or something. Oh, here. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Mr. Q. A second after I found it. You guys talking about how Hander Baskerville got his name? That's cool. All right. So we've been a little bit all over the place. Sorry, it's actually a lot harder to code on stream than it is when you're just by yourself, actually, turns out. So translate takes a phrase and turns it into actions. Handles any phrase that started with build. And yeah, we don't have to say that it assumes all the other stuff. Start of every game. GG, and leaves game. Do not forget that this leaves game. I am definitely gonna forget that this leaves game somehow. Let's see. We're not gonna really use this anymore. We did have attack here. We're gonna kill these for now. We can always rewrite those. They're like very easy to rewrite. Do not forget. It's like pair programming with a new... It's like pair programming with 59 or 65 new partners. That's great. Yeah. Well, Mr. Q, if you're judging the elegance of my code in real time, let me just do it for you in advance. It's not going to look pretty. But we're not looking for pretty right now. This ain't going to the ball. This is the dry run. Okay. All right. Let's try this. We got a few phrases over here. What we're gonna try. We're gonna try good luck, have fun. And we're gonna try group 1 builds pylon. Now my guess is that when we say group 1 or something, it's gonna give us the wrong thing and it's already gonna error. I'm expecting this to error. I'm just not expecting it to crash my entire computer. But just prepare for the chance it does. I will be back shortly if it does. Please don't go anywhere if the stream crashes. All right, you guys ready? Oh, hold on. There's actually one more thing I wanted to do. Now listening. Okay. I just want to have something there so that I knew exactly when it started. Let's go. Good luck. Have fun. Build probe. Build probe. Stop listing. stop recording. Okay, well that failed. Oh no, why did we clear it? We weren't supposed to clear it. Oh no, I lost all of my stuff. Why did I do that? Oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna go back over here. Let's see what it's getting over here. All right. About to build something. Phrase is this. Okay. So this should give us some idea if we even hit the build function. Let's see if this works. I could also start with a debugger here, but I'm afraid of how this thing will work and how it'll time out, and just the fact that it crashed my computer, I don't want to try that again. Failed to understand. It's already playing on my level. Balance liner. I like that. Good luck, have fun. Build probe. Group 1, build probe. Okay, no, this is what we were expecting. This is what we were expecting. It errored because it got the word 1 instead of the number 1. Okay, that's actually good. It got group 1 build probe. Okay, cool, 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 cool. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is very good. Okay. Inside of our get selection, is there an easy Python library that turns words into numbers? Python word to number. Like, I could solve this myself really easily. We only need 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, this seems like an over solution. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna write a really ugly if statement down here. Use the text instead of the number. What do you mean, Mr. Q? Use the text instead of the number. Oh, well, no. I'm not actually looking for it. I'm literally just taking whatever I get back and I'm passing it into my press key. That's all I'm doing. So we're not doing any like parsing whatsoever of it right now. That's why we should actually just parse it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, there are more elegant ways of doing this, but just screw it. Yeah. Switch statement. Parse number. Hold on, what was it? Isn't. What was it? Python is int. I guess you just do is instance. Oh no, hold on. It's not about whether or not it's an instance. We want to see if Python can string be converted to an int. That's what we want. Is digit 1. No, it's not. Oh, I don't want to try accept this, but I feel like I have to. Is numeric? Ooh. Is numeric? Is numeric is not a defined function. Aha! Found it! Didn't find it. Oh no, hold on, no. Actually, no, it's what I actually wanted. This is what I wanted. Yeah. Okay. Parse number. Phrase. If phrase dot is digit. Return phrase. Actually. Word. So basically, if it's already like a number, we don't have to do any translation on it. If word is equal to 1, return 1. Is equal to 2, return 2. If word is equal to 3, return 3. So annoyingly, you might be wondering, why don't you use a switch statement, Fear Dragon? There are no switch statements in Python, actually. Oh, apparently I have literally a empty space copied. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Cool. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Yeah. Four, 5. Oh god, this is so beautiful. Oh, I love coding hard-coded if statements that are just like 9 or 10 literally 10 in a row. I don't know why I said 9. Yeah. Cool. Return. What do we want to return? Empty string? I don't know. Let's just try that. See what happens. I did say literally, though. I did. Wouldn't a dictionary be better? Too late, don't care. Already coded it. This is not about being clean. This is about just getting something working. Okay? A dictionary would have made more sense. Yes. Absolutely. With a dictionary, it won't have to go through 9 other if statements. That's absolutely true. But we are too far in. We are too far into the shit. The shit is all around us. We are covered in shit. We are like living in San Francisco levels of covered in shit. We can't take a shower to get out of this one, guys. It's done. It's gone. We're just living in the shit now. All right? It's just a part of our life. So we're gonna turn this part into self.parse number. I think that's what we called it. Yeah, parse number. Okay. All right. We need to say group 1 build probe. Group 1 build probe. Group 4 build probe. Good luck, have fun. Taking too long. I don't want my stream to crash again. I give up. I give up. I surrender. 1 is a word, 4 is a number. Yeah, I feel like it has some way of guessing it, but that's just the way it is. I love San Francisco when I visited 30 years ago. Why the bad rep? Oh, Hannah Baskerville. San Francisco has changed a lot in the past, like, 6 years. Past 5 to 6 years, it just gets worse every year. SF is very dirty. I say this as someone who lives in San Francisco. Trust me. I went out 2 blocks for lunch today. I walked past 4 piles of literal poop in 2 blocks. But I consider myself lucky because more often than not, I also walk past someone creating the poop. And today I didn't. Today I didn't have to see a homeless person's rear ass. So it was a win. It was a good day. I live in Sunnyvale. I've yet to walk past a pile of poop. VDEC, Sunnyvale is much nicer. Like South Bay, East Bay, they're fine. San Francisco, not fun. Holy cow, guys. I think we actually have something like the basis of something, though. Obviously, our speech recognition stuff is still very iffy right now, but we have like the general basis for something. Let's just go through the very annoying task of taking out all the hotkeys. Actually, this will be an easy way of doing it. Let's go to StarCraft. And just write down the hotkeys. Alright, let me move this window here so I can read chat still. Giant turds in the Tenderloin. Ooh, yeah, Tenderloin. Tenderloin is not a fun place. I could read from the SC2 hotkeys file, but it's more trouble than it's worth. This is actually pretty easy, because I literally just have a Protoss section, and I can just go through and say, Zealots, Z, Adepts, actually I think Adept is H. Actually, hold on, let's just select the gateway. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We'll go over producing units first, and then we'll go into the buildings themselves. Should we drink every time you say literally? Hannah Baskerville, I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but New Year's is over, all right? You do not want to get that drunk in one day. Maybe if it was New Year's, you could get away with that if you just decided to stop after 25 or 30 minutes. But you will literally die if you try that. Sentry, E, Stalker, S, High Templar. Ooh, that's gonna be a fun one because it's the first one that we've found that has 2 words. Dark Templar, D. I am not gonna bother with the command to turn your warp gate into a gateway. Or vice versa. We're gonna skip those. Let's see. Stargate, Phoenix, X, Oracle, E, Void Ray, B, Tempest, T, Carrier, C. Isn't this fun, guys? How we're just... Ooh, technically we should worry about this also. Y is set rally point. Set rally point. And escape, that's actually very important. Cancel. That is very important. Okay. So we do that. Robotics facility. Observer. B. Warp Prism, A, Immortal, I, Colossus, C, Disruptor, D, Yeah, I think that's everything, actually. Right? I mean, there's probe also. Probe is... Oh! Mothership. Probe is E. Mothership is... M? M. If you think about it, this is going to be a very inefficient way to play. It takes so much longer to say gateway than it does hotkey. Oh, Mr. Q. You've entirely missed the point of this. The point of this is not to be better or good. The point of this is to come up with something that technically works just well enough and that it's going to be fun to do, even though it's probably not actually. We're probably going to get very frustrated with this, but it's going to be just fun enough that we're going to keep trying, and we're going to try and get Gold League with this. That is my goal. If I get Gold League with this, I will be happy. All right, that's all I'm looking for. And yeah, I think there's something fun about the idea that you're just saying sensible words, because there's another person that did something similar-ish to this, where they made it so that they still have to use their mouse hand, but they they triggered hotkeys with sounds, like literally duh, tuh, ka, puh. They use those things to actually trigger actions, like left click and all this other stuff. And that's cool, but this is like the fantasy, right? Where you're literally commanding your units to move around. That's so cool. That's the fantasy. That's the big army management fantasy. I think that'd be pretty dope. We still need to figure out unit selection, but that's a problem for when we get the Tobii eye tracker. For now, we're gonna manually do stuff. Oh yeah. We'll worry about that later. Okay. I was thinking we need to also have a command for set hotkey something. Maybe it'll be group 1 set hotkey. That actually would work with our existing formula. Okay. Let's do buildings, because these are all just under build. Let's see. That's all of these units. Yep, we're good. Okay. Nexus equals N. Assimilator equals... I'm actually blanking on this because I just know them by hand. Pylon equals E. Gateway equals G. Forage equals F. Cyber core equals Y. Cannon equals C. We're actually going to call it cybernetics core, because I don't want to do language training for weird words that are abbreviations. Shield battery equals B. Twilight Council equals C. Stargate equals S. Robotics Facility equals R. Templar Archives equals T. Fleet Beacon equals F. Robotics support. Oh god. Robotics support. Oh no, Robotics Bay. Okay. Robotics Bay. I'm like, I want to build a robotics bay or robotics support bay. Group 1. Build robotics support bay instead of 1VB. Click. Oh my god, this is gonna be so much slower. Someone missed his dad joke? Was there a dad joke that I missed? I think this will be fun, stupid, but fun. Yeah, totally. You can make some more code and ask people to say rather than click. More RTS players. I like it. Muscle memory versus actual memory. Yeah, totally. You realize, Ravi, that SC2 coders name these things and then change them because needed hotkeys. You missed none. Yes, okay. How many can be assigned? Camera hotkeys, I think that there's a limited number. I forget exactly what it is. I want to say it's 8, but it might actually... I think it's 8, but it might actually be 4. I don't use more than 4, so... Well, actually, I don't... Who am I kidding? You guys have seen me play. I set them and then I never use them. I missed a redeemed dad joke. What? Are my alerts just not working? That's strange. Hold on. I'm gonna check this out first. Oh shit. Yeah, my alerts aren't working. Okay, hold on. Let me restart my thing. And then I will read you your dad joke. Who want the dad joke? Ah, gotcha. Okay, okay. We're getting there, we're getting there.
Want to hear a joke? They laughed when I said I wanted to be a comedian. They are not laughing now.
Bouncing Cal, you can't shock me. I'm not wearing the watch today. Bouncing Cal. Oh my god. I'll refund you. Oh lord. Alright, hard revenge. We read your joke. Bouncing Cow. Yeah, the watch doesn't magically come on when you redeem it like that. Okay. Dark Shrine equals D. Cool, that's all of our build, I think. And we'll have research for all the upgrades and everything in a second. For now, let's just actually get these in for our build function. Okay. So I think the way... I actually agree. I think that this could also be a dictionary. That'll be a lot cleaner. For now, we're just going to build this dictionary here. I think this is going to look really messy, but... Self-mod build. Hotkeys. This will also allow us to eventually load in from someone's StarCraft profile and actually just pick up the actual hotkeys later with the initialization. But yeah, right now it's just gonna look really weird and ugly. Zealot. Z. Adept. H. Oh god. This is gonna be such a pain. Sentry. E. Stalker. S. Speech is not in the same place as muscle memory reactions? Yeah, absolutely not, I don't think. I'd be very surprised if it was. High Templar. T. And once again, very interested to see if these multi-word ones work as well as we want them to. In theory, I think based on how we coded this should work. Phoenix. X. Oracle. E. Void Ray. V. Tempest. T. Oh god. Data entry is so boring. But I'm pretty sure I can write this all faster than I can write something that reads through the SC2 hotkey file and just loads these from me. I do not want to overcomplicate this and get stuck on a stupid problem right now. Immortal. I. Colossus. C. Disruptor. D. Are words faster than hands? This is a fun project. I'm glad you guys like it. KJ, I might eventually have the code on GitHub available, but right now it's all a private repo. I will definitely not be releasing it until it's working in like some reasonable fashion. Yeah, we're actually gonna just keep going with the buildings. Nexus. And I want to make sure I didn't typo something already. Yep. Already typoed. Oh my god, I just started doing commas. Oh lord. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so dumb. Can't even find and replace those. Okay. Over indented. Yeah, okay. Thank you, linter. Oh my god, you guys can't see. Oh shoot, sorry. I thought I switched this over. My bad. This looks very ugly. Assimilator. Hey. So basically we're just creating a dictionary and we're gonna just look up in the dictionary what the thing is and select the hotkey for it. Forge F Cybernetics Core. Y. Cannon or photon cannon. C. Oh my god, I'm doing the comma thing again. God. No. Guys, I didn't think it was possible, but I'm actually tilting. I'm tilting not in a ladder game, I'm tilting in my code. I thought this is supposed to be relaxing. I thought I couldn't lose. I was wrong. I was so long. Shield battery. B. Twilight Council. C. Stargate. Oh no, is this gonna pull up as Stargate or Stargate? With a space or without a space? Well. I did the comma thing again! Oh my god, what is wrong with me? We need a shock ban for programming to stop him. Oh lord. Yeah, you know what? I should just give you guys the ability to, you know, just type in a command in chat. Like, you don't need to spend channel points or anything. You can shock me, right? I can trust you guys with that. You'd only use it if I was truly messing something up. I can trust Twitch chat with that, right? Fleet beacon. I almost typed bacon there. We're almost done. Okay. D. Oh my god. Okay. Those are our build hotkeys. This becomes a lot simpler. We're gonna keep that print statement for now. Key is equal to self.get. Oh, sorry. Self.build hotkeys.get. Phrase. Oh my god, phrase. That's actually one of my worst habits, is that I will type in the name of something. Unexpected indentation. Oh, whoops. I'm so dumb. Key. If key is not on. Else. Could not find thing to build. Don't want to delete this, actually. I always highlight my blank spaces. No, you're not a noob, but so sometimes when you do, like, if I do this kind of stuff, if I open up and, like, create, separations in Vim, then my highlighting stuff doesn't work anymore, sadly. I could fix that if I just exit and reopen it. Like, you guys will see right now, I think it's not working. So normally this should be highlighted. I'm just gonna say trailing white space. Now if I open up this, it's highlighted down here on line 94. Oh, I hit the wrong hotkey. Oh my god, it's just searching for key now. 94. Okay. Cool, I think that's what we want. So it'll look up in our build hotkeys for the phrase and try and do that. Cool. You almost type bacon. Fleet bacon. Look, I'm friends with Nathanius, okay? It's built into me now. All right. Oh, let's try this. So it's gonna be group 1. Hold on. Let me get the notepad up also. Oh, notepad's way over here. And now has all of this stuff. We did enter everything here. We still need to do rally and escape actually, but those are not build commands, so we'll just note them. There will be a normal and a Nathanius version confirmed. Up there with your Palpatine cosplay. Oh lord. You always turn on hidden characters in Word. That's great. All right. Group 1, build high temple. Actually, let's move this up to here so we can just see all the stuff. Group 1, build such and such. Okay. Group 1, build zealot. Group 1, build stalker. Group 2, build assimilator. No attribute is dead. I'm assuming that this is something inside the library, but that's really funny to me. Build a simulator. A simulator, a simulator. Okay. Whenever we fail something like that, I'm just gonna make a quick note here. A simulator. How do we want to do this? Buildings. Units. Let's alphabetize this a little bit because it's gonna get on my nerves otherwise. Sentry and Stalker should go down here. D is pretty early on in the alphabet. QRST. Colossus. Dark Templar. TUV. WXYZ. Carrier. HIJKLMNOP. OP. OP. Observer before Oracle. Phoenix. LMNOP. HIJK. LMNOP. H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P. No, wait. H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O. Okay, yeah, we're good. Cool. At least those are alphabetized. I'm gonna worry about these later. Calm down, stupid linter. All right. Right. So that was something that is gonna cause a straight up error. Where does it error on? Press key. Parse number. Ooh, okay, our parse number. Wait a second. Group to build assimilator. Oh, it messed up this. So return none here. It messed up twice actually. So over here we call this, and then we call press key. Okay, we'll do it like this. Group number is equal to all of this shiz. Group number if group number is not none. Could not figure out group number. Okay. Hey, what's up, Darsic? Revy's building Skynet. Well, you know, if there was anyone I trusted to build Skynet, it would be me. Because if I build Skynet, there's gonna be trillions of ways to break it. Skynet will literally just be like, it'll be trying to exterminate someone, and then you'll just say, like, okay, we're back. Did we make it back in time? Did we lose everybody, or are we okay? Okay, I still see some people here. Let me ask you, did the channel straight up go offline? Or did it just show the purple disconnecty thing? I'm curious if I made it back. Ah, damn it, did it go offline? Okay, well that sucks. Because when that happens, oh my god. When that happens, anyone that had rated me is basically no longer there anymore. Or sorry, hosted me. Because the host basically just goes away. So that's unfortunate, but we didn't actually have too many hosts or anything, so. You know what's frustrating is we straight up were not actually running anything with our program there. Our program actually wasn't running there. So I do think this was Windows Update. I think Windows Update has royally messed up my computer. And I'm gonna have a really fun time looking into that later. I was just editing, right? I wasn't actually doing anything. Thank you so much for stopping by, DMonsterNet. Have a wonderful rest of your day. How often has programming been on this stream? I don't do it too often, honestly. I do it every so often. It's like fairly rare for the most part, but I want to mix it in I want to mix it in a little bit more. I don't want to go crazy with it or anything. LMNOPFG. Fleets, Bacon, Dark Shrine. I think you can sort lines with Vim. I think you're right. Not a fanatic, but I don't remember how. And so I'm not going to bother looking it up right now. I'm honestly using this as a... I'm actually just literally doing this so that I can remember what the hell I was doing before all of this stuff happened. Before the stream died. I actually just don't remember right now. Oh, I forgot to put a... Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? One of these lines does not have a comma. Hold on. All of these lines have a comma. Oh no, this one. Dark Shrine. Okay. I'll try fillet bacon. I like it. Okay, cool. We're good. Well, hey, all things considered, our stream has only crashed 4 times. It could be worse. Let's see. The real test is going to be when we do later on tonight. I'm going to be on Zombie Grove stream and going to be doing Dungeons and Dragons, aka Call of Cthulhu. And if my computer crashes there, that's going to suck. That's really going to suck. GHKNOP. Okay. I think that's close enough. All right. So what we were doing before this was we were setting all of these. We originally also had an issue that popped up where, oh god, what was the issue? If we couldn't figure out what the group hotkey was, it was causing an issue. Right, I remember now. Is this Twitch plays StarCraft 2? No. But this is gonna be voice command StarCraft 2. 02134. Yeah, so the idea here is we are trying to write a program that basically takes in voice commands. Really simple program. Takes in voice commands and executes, basically replaces your keyboard hand. So this hand, this keyboard will be unnecessary to play StarCraft. And by unnecessary, I mean, this is gonna be significantly worse than just playing with a keyboard, but it's gonna be a fun little project to literally make hands-free StarCraft. We're gonna get a Tobii eye tracker eventually and use that to replace the mouse, but for now, just doing the keyboard part. So we're creating things and we're about to test this out, see if this works, and hopefully not crash my computer again. That's the fun part. 1 second. Okay, cool. I'm gonna leave Chrome closed also. I don't know why Chrome would cause problems, but let's just leave it closed. All right. All right, so we're gonna say group 1 build Tempest. Oh, I'm in the wrong directory. I'm like, did I break my computer? Okay. Group 1, build Tempest. Group 1, build High Templar. Stop recording. Okay, we're gonna kill that. So technology is clearly still a little bit of an issue there. We really need to sort that out before we're gonna be able to get too much further forward. But I'm hoping that the IBM, well, actually no. How will this work with the IBM thing? I wonder. Want to be there when you try touch SC2's API with your code? Oh, we're not touching the API. There's no API we're using for this. This is literally inputting straight up hotkeys into StarCraft, which we did test. It actually did work. Use a temin as an... What is a temin? What other inputs can people do on a PC in the future? We got a keyboard and a mouse. We do eye tracker, foot pedal, piano. Pianos to play StarCraft. Oh man, that's a crazy thought. That is a very funny, silly thought. Okay, so we did get this working with multiple words though. High Templar, it actually does recognize that. So we have that working actually. I feel really good about that. Let us do a few more things. So we did do action. If it starts with build, we're gonna do that. If it doesn't start with build, let's see. If phrase Sub-Zero is equal to... God, I love saying Sub-Zero because I just feel like I'm in Mortal Kombat. Cast. That's going to be for spells and stuff. Self.cast. And I think we're going to do something similar to what we did here. Join phrase 1 sub. Maybe we should just do this. Remaining phrase equals this. This will be a little bit cleaner. And a little bit more clear. Brainwaves as direct input. That actually is something I want to play around with at some point, but not anytime soon. So we're gonna have something like that. Def cast self phrase handles any phrase that regarding spell casting. To do. And let's actually change this really quickly to be a little more informative. Handles any phrase regarding building things. Okay. There is a connect also. Oh my god. Can you imagine motion controls for StarCraft? Oh lord. That would actually be such a mess. Oh, you guys can't actually see this. There we go. There we go. Now you guys can read it. So it was working before. You guys can see now. So we want to have casting spells, which we still need to create that dictionary and all that stuff. I don't want to bother doing that now. I feel okay and confident it should work there. And it should be pretty similar to building. Let's see. We want to be able to... Let's actually just check and do this. If phrase Sub-Zero is equal to cancel. This is actually just like a simple key press. Press key. Key dot cancel or escape. That should be a simple one, right? I hope it's actually key dot escape. 1 second. Let's just double check it. Okay, cool, it is. We are good to go. Saw a keyword thing, but it was a big glove and you used 2 hands. Oh lord. A hologram system. Oh man, you guys are getting crazy. Do you ever use a IDE for I always just use KJ. I just use Vim for Python. I use either Eclipse or IntelliJ or like a couple other things for Java. And I use Visual, if I'm doing C++ and stuff, I'll use like Visual Studio. C++, C Sharp. I think a lot of things these days I just use Vim because it's easier. And I just get plugins. I'm also crazy and I use Vim for JavaScript because I've decked out my Vim with JavaScript plugins. So it actually works pretty well. You wouldn't think it, but Vim, if you deck it out with plugins, you can do quite a bit. Let's see. So we were doing cancel. Let's see. If remaining phrase is equal to... Oh no, hold on. Not remaining phrase. If phrase is just straight up equal to set rally point. Self dot. We'll say self dot set rally point. Even though this is actually quite simple, we will just do it. Let's actually start dividing this up into things. Specific functions. Grouped functions. We'll just start making this a little bit easier to read. Internal or helper functions. And then, yeah. I think that, what were we doing? What were we doing a second ago? Oh yeah, we're gonna do set rally point, right. That's a specific function for sure. So that's a rally point to where the mouse is now. Self.press keys, key. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, self.press key, Y, and then self dot, what was it? Left click. Right? Yeah, okay. So we had cancel. That technically could have also been its own function, but whatever. My golden rule right now is if it is more than one line, we'll put in a function. Yeah, everyone has their opinions on an IDE and everything. You want it to vent? What do you mean, Hound of Baskerville? I'm confused. I'm trying to follow this conversation. It looks convoluted. He wrote Windows. Oh. Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, Windows has been really frustrating for me right now. Literally just today, I mean. Okay. So let's think about it. Oh, we need to create control group. Right. That is absolutely going to be a special function. Set control group. Let's see. So set control group. How do we want to do this? I think the way that we said this was going to work was the current selection. We were going to say group one, or sorry, group is going to be a little bit confusing. It was going to be group one set control group. And that would set the current selection to group one. It's a little bit confusing, but it just fits our paradigm a little bit better. We can go back and make that more user-friendly later. But I just don't want to mess with our current formula and overcomplicate things. Oh, so we actually need to figure out how to do, like control. Oh, no, actually, we don't need to figure that out. That's actually pretty easy. Self dot, hold on. This is where we actually have to do self dot this stuff. Here, like this. Press, key dot control. Yeah. Key dot control. Key dot control. And EG that. And between this, self.keyboard.press. It's gonna be, oh, actually, hold on. We need to use parse number. So, control group is equal to parse number. Oh no, sorry. We're already gonna have it at this point. Right. Control group. We actually don't need to do that. I'm trying to remember the structure of this, so self dot press key control group and then release there. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's actually quite a bit easier. Clicking for steel unit to one group and add it to another is not easy. Oh lord. This is gonna start making a lot more sense when we finally get the Toby eye tracker in here and can do unit selection and stuff. I think. And then maybe we can just have shortcut things that are like, you know, add to control group 1 or something like that. But that's gonna be much later on. Let's see. We were doing something. I'm actually starting to, my brain's starting to spaz out. Set control group. Hot fixes. Already thinking of day 365. KJ. You know, it's actually really funny because I've been doing like contract software dev work and stuff to help pay some of the bills lately. And like, it's kind of bad, but part of me wants to list on my resume when I tell people like, hey, I'm happy to work with you. I speak English clearly. I don't have an accent. I don't have a super thick accent or something. I speak like an American. But I feel like that's a little bit not okay to put on your resume. I just say clear communication skills. Yeah, exactly. They see my name and they're just like, oh. Well, I list my esports stuff, so hopefully that at least counts for something. Let's see. I was doing set control group, and that has to come at the very beginning when we do translate. Yeah. elif phrase is if set control. Oh no, sorry, hold on. No. We were doing this in the other way. Not this way. We're doing it after we get selection. Do action should be here. If phrase sub 0 is equal to Ooh, this is actually, no, this, the way that I'm doing this, this actually won't work. Set control group. Because even though it'll hit this, it doesn't have the scope of what the control group was. So let's maybe just pass that in. Are we gonna use this for anything else? Let's think about this. Because I'm trying to decide, it's like a really simple thing. Well, we can call this control group, or we can just call this like extra params or something. We'll just call it extra for now. Let's not overthink it. Or actually, no, let's call it selection. That's actually the only thing it's going to be right now. So let's see. It should be self.set control group selection. Yeah. And selection should be optional. So that's none. Or oh, it shouldn't also be phrase sub-zero, it should be phrase. That. Wait, is this correct? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yes, that's correct. No, we're getting this as a... This is an array right now. Yeah, we need to join this. Like that, okay. This is inefficient, but I just want to make sure that this is working before I bother cleaning this up. Hotkey. Yeah, okay. Control group 1 hotkey. We'll then set the hotkey. Okay, I think that should be okay for that. What happens if I hit control 1 and... If I hit control and a number, it does nothing in here. Literally does nothing. Yeah, the Warcraft 3 Reforged beta is really, really not great right now. It is extremely laggy. Bit unfortunate. Especially the menus. The menus are the worst part of it, I think. Let's see. Okay. Let's potentially crash our stream again, guys. It's about that time. This time, though, let's try it in StarCraft. Because Notepad ignores my, my usual hotkeys for control. What's up, Joe Man Joe? All right. Launch in StarCraft. Let's get into a game and all that good stuff. Hello. Oh my god. It's making me log in again. What the hell did Windows do? All right. Create lobby. Yeah, okay, let's get this done. All right, so here are the phrases we're gonna say. Set, oh sorry, group 1 set, or sorry, we're gonna say group 4, set hotkey. So we're gonna click on the nexus. Let's really quickly do this. All right. So click nexus. Group 4, set hotkey. Then our nexus should be hotkey to 4. We're gonna say build probe. And then we're going to click on a probe. Actually, no, hold on. We're not going to build probe yet. We're going to click nexus, group 4, set hotkey. So that should set the nexus to hotkey 4. Going to click on a probe. We're going to say group 1. What was the phrase? I've already forgotten it, actually. What was the phrase we used? Set control group. So we're going to test both of those. Set control group. And then we're going to say group 4 build probe. And then we're going to say group 1 build pylon. All right. So basically we're going to hotkey our nexus, hotkey 1 probe, build a probe, and then build a pylon. Sound good, guys? Let's try this. I cannot wait for this to fail miserably and crash my computer again. Okay. All right. I'll show you guys the output afterwards. Group 4, set hotkey. Group 4, set hotkey. Group 4, set hotkey. Group 3, set hotkey. Stop recording. Okay, so that did not work for some reason. Let's see why. We had our nexus selected, so we're doing what we were supposed to. And if we actually look back over here, you guys can see actually, it does say it got, so the issue before was it was saying group FOR instead of group FOUR. That kind of sucks. That's annoying. But then we tried to do it to group 3. Group 3 set hotkey. Says got audio, or sorry, it got this and it all looks correct. Set hotkey. Group 3 set hotkey. Let's actually look at our code again really quick. Was this the correct phrase? Hotkey. Oh, it's just hotkey. Group 3 hotkey. We should say set hotkey. Okay, that's our bad. Let's try this one more time. Okay. Let's try it. Start the program. Group 3, set hotkey. Stop recording. Stop recording. Okay. So I think that the issue here is that no, so I changed it. I changed it to set hotkey. You can see right here. But the issue here, I think, is our actual set control group We'll double check this. We'll confirm this. Also, what's up, Ghost? Set control group. I think that this is actually not working as we expect it to. And we're gonna confirm this. Setting hotkey. That's control group. Okay, so we're gonna confirm that this is indeed setting the hotkey for this control group. But I'm also, before we actually go further, I'm gonna confirm something. I'm just gonna Google really quickly. Pi input multiple keys. Because I think it should, like, we're saying, like, this in my mind makes sense. We're saying, why is this highlighted like this? That's really weird. Okay, there. Sometimes Vim bugs out like that. So we're saying, press down the control key, press the hotkey, and then release. Happy new decade, yeah, right? Is this the way it should be done? Monitoring the keyboard, handling keyboard listener errors, yada yada yada, global hotkeys. Oh, okay, here. There is a pressed function. Executes a block with some keys pressed. And we pass in the keys to keep pressed. And then we have to do release keys, I think. Why is that different than just press? Hang on. We're checking out why it has to be... Oh, there's a shift pressed, and there might actually be a control pressed. Yeah. Oh no, that's a... Okay, well that's at least helpful for debugging. Let's see. Print, what is it? Oh, whoops. Okay. Self.keyboard. Print self.keyboard dot control pressed. Is pressed. Okay. Are you guys still talking about Warcraft 3? Love how coders always say in their apps, bug but nothing bad. Yeah, right? Well, that's definitely not been true today. We've had some pretty bad stuff. All right. So we're only worrying about the input here. We're gonna just try doing it in here. I'm not gonna worry about doing it in StarCraft for a second. Group 3, set hotkey. Stop recording. So that really should have done something. Like that did not print out the stuff we thought it would. It didn't print out is control pressed or anything. This is written. Yeah, I did write this. It's not, I saved it and everything. So it didn't actually get setting hotkey at all. Condition for the phrase is right. Yeah, let's double check that. All right. So we say group whatever. We pass that along. Do action. Set hotkey. Group 3, set hotkey. Group something. And it takes the number. So this is passing in. So it's going to hit hotkey through. Ooh, that's a problem. That's actually a big problem. It's not the issue we're running into right now, so we'll talk about that in a second. But this would unselect whatever we had selected by selecting hotkey 3, and then it would try and set it to hotkey 3 again. That's not the issue we're running into here, because we don't have a hotkey 3, so it's not actually doing anything. But like on top of that, this will be an issue. So we need to revisit that in a second. We may need to make this like a separate thing from this. Or at least like parse out the rest of the phrase before we actually check this. I think we might actually move this logic over there. Is this join phrase? Oh, I think that needs to be a space. Oh my god, I think that we literally just removed all the spaces from this. I think that's why. I'm actually pretty sure that's the issue. I also want to move this up here. Oh, whoops. Let's do it like this. This is like a special case. Else. I feel like this is gonna get a little bit messier, but we'll just double check later on if we need to mess with that. I think the way we can do this now is that we're just gonna say, what is it? What were we passing off? We were doing parse number. You're doing press key. Oh, here. It should not be this. It'll be join split phrase 2 : Actually, let's just move this to here. Oh. Do that if remaining phrase, or it's equal to this, remaining phrase. We'll do that. Otherwise, we do that. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Whatever the end product, this project will inspire. Well played, dude. Thank you, Andy Baskerville. Yeah, this is gonna be a hot stinking mess for a bit. Not fan attack. Yeah, you were definitely right. Sadly, it is hard to context switch between Twitch chat and... Oh, boy. No. I'm missing a parentheses here. Undefined name selection. Oh, right. This is now just gonna be group number. Yeah. Okay. We don't need to pass in selection anymore. Let's get rid of that. Although looking at this, we never actually passed in selection, so no wonder it also wasn't working for that. Wow, we really messed up a lot in doing this. I'm not gonna lie, guys. My brain is I have so much more of a scatter brain trying to stream coding. Can you ask a devious question? Shoot, Hound of Baskerville. I'm so happy this is nothing like my college code. They do finite volume calculations for fluid motion. They optimize the code so heavily because some functions are repeated billions of times. Yeah, we are not doing that, Bouncing Cow. This is all literally about just getting something working, optimize afterwards. That's like greatest lesson I've learned in software development. Okay. Are we good to try this? I think we are. All right. Let's try it. Group 4, set hotkey. Group 3, set hotkey. Group 1, set control group. Group 4, build probe. Group 4, build probe. No. I do actually have a checklist, Hound of Baskerville, but I totally messed it up. And I forgot to switch screens. Here, let me do this all over again really quickly, all right? So we'll set everything to this, so you guys can see when things actually get set. I do actually have a script. It's actually right here. This is the script. Way ahead of you. I'm just really far behind, actually. All right, let's try this one more time. And not mess up the human aspect of this. And I can't do hotkey 4, and I'll tell you why. Because hotkey 4, actually, let's do this. Ooh, so you guys can see this. Why didn't I do this before? Screen capture, window capture, PowerShell. There. Yeah, you guys don't actually need to see a whole lot. We'll do it like this, all right? Let's do this. Group 3, set hotkey. Group 1, set control group. Group 3, build probe. Group 3, build probe. Group 1, build pylon. Group 1, build pylon. Group 1, build pylon. Stop recording. Okay, we're gonna kill that. Okay, we actually got really far. We built a probe. We had the probe, or sorry, we had the probe selected, and we built a probe. And then when we said group 1, build pylon, it selected the probe, but it said it couldn't, what was it? Could not find thing to build, which means, if we go back over here, tactical. Yeah, I know, tactical pause. Okay. It means could not find thing. It's over here. It could not find the thing. So it saw group 1 build pylon. About to build something. Phrase is pylon. That's what we'd expect. Did we misspell pylon up here? No, it's there. Why is it not recognizing that then? It means that the key it gets back is none. The phrase we passed into our build hotkeys was pylon. That's what we printed out right here. That's what this line is. And that's what this line is. Or sorry, that's what this line is. Well, I guess that one actually makes sense because we said it twice. Then we tried to do this one. About to build something. Phrases pylon. It did switch. It did actually switch because we had the probe selected at the end. Zao Zao. So, let's double check it again, because I'm afraid that maybe it was doing it and I killed it. Maybe I killed it too early or something. Print the dictionary, it tries to look up. Zao Zao. I know I think you've been here, you haven't been here recently, but this is the dictionary. It is a hard-coded dictionary. There should be no problem. Like, I'm assuming that this dictionary works. So we're gonna try that one more time. All right. We're only gonna try that last one. Okay. Switch back over here. Unpause. We're going to select the Nexus. That's where we were before. And we're only going to do group 1 build pylon. And we're going to leave our mouse over here. Oh, whoops. Group 1, build pylon. Stop recording. Oh my god, P-Play, oh my god, you're right, I never hit B. Oh my god, P-Play. Oh, I feel so dumb right now. Thank you, P-Play. Okay, hold on. We're gonna change this, All of these are gonna become lists. Oh my god, P-Play, you are literally the savior. You are literally the savior here. I'm sorry if someone else said it before P-Play, but P-Play has a pink name and it stands out, and I noticed it. So this is gonna be W H. Actually, oh god, this is gonna be such a pain to figure out later, but yeah, screw it. All right. Oh, I wish that these were all lined up. This would be so much faster. Oop. I think I could maybe write a regex for this, but whatever. Still prefer Palpatine costume. Oh, are you heading out, Hand to Baskerville, or am I misreading that? Oh no, Zao. I might put them in different dictionaries later, but I just didn't want to deal with it because it's like build, and I could have added an extra like identifier of like build unit or build building, but it's just, well, this is already going to be really slow to say. Wow, this is boring. Well, you know what, Manny? You know what's actually beautiful is you can just leave. You don't have to stay here. You are empowered to do so. In fact, if you still feel bored and you still feel like you want to let the world know that you're bored, I can help you leave here. Just let me know if you need that help. Okay. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Copy all of this like that. So basically put a warp gate, select warp gates. No, it's not going to be select warp gates. It could be, oh, do they have warp gate research? Oh no. Okay, you know what? I have a solution. I have a solution. Okay. These are all going to be just single key presses. If you say build, it's going to actually try and build it from the hotkey group that you selected, which is going to be like gateways or something, or robo or whatever, because you can't always warp stuff in. If you say warp in stalker, then it'll change. Okay. So that solves that. And then here we have to add the same thing. This is going to be B, comma, such and such. Let's do like this. And I just have to do the closing brace. Ooh, okay. Almost there. And then closing braces. Oop. Okay. Think that's right? Why am I putting them in a... This is a dictionary. And the reason why it's a list is that this is hit 2 hotkeys, basically. It's just so I know what, like, what hotkeys to hit. I could technically have just done it single and then tried to interpret if it was a building or a unit based on the actual word separately. But it's just creating too many random static things. I'd rather just do it like this, as annoying as it is. And eventually I'm gonna have to replace all those B's with whatever hotkey it actually is for whoever's using this. I have to replace all those hotkeys later on. So let's see. I need to now make that so that it's... Where was it? Build hotkeys. This is now keys. If keys is... Oh, actually, no. It is... If keys is not none. Yeah, I think that's actually fine. Because it'll return none. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not worried about it returning a list of 1. Like, or 0. You forgot about V exclamation mark. Oh, advanced tab. Oh my god, thank you. That would have been actual hell to figure out. That would have really, really gotten me. Because I am not so far into this that I am actually... That is part of the reason why I was doing this. Because sometimes it's going to be V, sometimes it's going to be B. Thank you for reminding me. Keys. Keys. Yes. All right. Okay, this is the only 2 places I'm referencing that, so that should fix that. Fear Dragon never gets to the part of the game. Yeah, we're gonna cannon rush with this, so... I mean, honestly, we are probably gonna try cannon rushing, because unit selection's a huge pain in the butt here. What editor is this? This is Vim. Is Python space tab sensitive when the line starts with code? Otherwise, you could at least align the dictionary. I think you can, but... Yeah, maybe we'll do that later. I haven't actually tried that before. Oh, dude, Manny, you did want help with this. Manny, there you go. I've helped you. You are now free to go do whatever you want. That's just not here. Enjoy your permaban. And have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Awisam Sauce, for the subscription. Thanks for being such an inspiration, Fear Dragon. Love.
Oh, Anthony, thank you so much for the 9-month resub. Thank you so much for being inspiration, capital F Fear Dragon. God, Anthony, you know, I thought you were in fact awesome sauce. I thought you were in fact a friend, but turns out you're just another one of those traitors that capitalizes my name. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate the sub. Much love, dude. Yeah, I even have an emote and everything for the whole not capitalize my name. God. I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Sugar SC2, for the subscription. Here's to another decade of puns that make me want to end myself.
Thank you so much, Sugar, for the 10-month resub. A decade of puns. 10 months, 10 years, actually. 10 years of resubbing. Okay, let me see. What was I doing? I'm almost mined out, actually. Oh no, I mined out. It took 17 minutes and 28 seconds, but I did mine out. Perfectly at 10,800 resources. You guys can see it here. Okay, I think I forget, did we finish what we were doing? Oh god, the subs completely distracted me. What were we doing? We were... fixing the building, and right. We need to hit V and B. We do that now. Yeah, let's test this. Let's test this bad boy. And by bad boy, I mean this absolute garbage turd of a program that we've written so far. Group 1, build pylon. Stop recording. We did it. We did it. Oh my god, hold on. We just need to do one more click. Okay. Shit. Let me think. Press keys. Way down here. Press key. If key is equal to key dot. No, if key is equal to button dot left. Self dot mouse dot press button or key. Release key. So now our press keys takes in mouse keys as well. And now we can add up here. God, this is actually becoming really convoluted. Oh, sorry. No, you can't build pylons yet. Stop it. Sorry. Yes, wrong. I'm so bad about switching between these. So basically what I added down here was that press keys now also checks if you're trying to hit the left mouse button. And if you are, then it'll try and do press on the left mouse. Because the mouse is different than the keyboard, right? Self.mouse versus self.keyboard. So the idea here is that we are just gonna double check and see. So now press key and press keys works with the mouse. And that means that we can actually add that up over here. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's do this. Because we are forcing ourselves to do this so often that a mass edit would be extremely useful. Well, guess we gotta add one more tab to all these. Well, I'll do that in a second. I'll just get these. I love it when you're like literally one space short. Here? Yeah, here. Oh, that's so much cleaner. And now we can just do this. Button dot. Oh no, what was it? Button dot left? Please be right. Yes, it was button dot left. Perfect. Oh no. Oh, multiple spaces after. Don't care. All right. Group 1, build pylon. Yes! Oh my god! We now have the tools we need to cannon rush, guys. We can cannon rush. I mean, clearly we just broke it somehow. I don't know what happened. I think we're going to build right away because you're going to just be expected to put the pylon there. Because when we pair this with the Tobii eye tracker, the Tobii eye tracker is very quick. So you can move that around. You're literally just going to stare at a place and be like, build pylon. And it's going to build it right where your eyes are looking. That's the eventual. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Why did this break? Why did this break? In press key, if resolved, is dead. Let's look this up on Stack Overflow. This is not with eye tracking yet. The wonderful people at Tobii Eye Tracker told me that they would actually send me a Tobii Eye Tracker when I tweeted about this. So I'm waiting to get that. I have a friend, he can't move his hands probably after an accident. But before it happened, we play a lot of SC1 together. Maybe now I can play SC with him. I mean, when you finish this. Dude, connect, that'd be awesome. I would love for this to be durable enough for him to actually be able to use. That would be amazing. I'm still a long ways off, but here's the hoping we get there. That would be super cool. I track to location of build pylon. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Rob? Okay, so I found something. It says, a Stack Overflow says, I think that the problem of this error that we get right here is that you're importing two different controllers, which is true. We're importing a mouse and a keyboard. The second, oh, hold on, wait. No, but we import them as different names. Like, we import one as M controller and one as K controller. So that shouldn't be the issue, I don't think. If you have a mouse click, but also call key click. Hang on. I'm already doing what this Stack Overflow thing suggests. Wait, did I? Let me make sure something. Yeah, I'm definitely only calling this the mouse, right? This is line 153. Yeah. No! Oh, it called it with a keyboard. Oh, we done goofed. It did try and do it with a keyboard. Oh my god. That should have been an else. Yes. Zao Zao. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Holy cow, guys. Okay. I actually think we have enough to try this now. Obviously, there's still some issues with how this reads and sometimes or reads in our text, but we have the basis for what we need here. Let's try this, okay? Group 1, build forge. Group 3, build probe. Group 3, build probe. Group 1, build cannon. Group 1, build photon cannon. Group 1, build photon cannon. Group 1, build photon cannon. Stop recording. Okay, so here is where we're at right now. Let's break this down, okay? We have the basic tools we need to at least create buildings, to set hotkey groups, to use those hotkey groups to do certain actions. Now, right now, the reason why...
Thank you Shigai_SC for the subscription. The answer is technology.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Shy Guy, for the 3-month resub. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. I was saying, though, that the reason why this is so slow, Rob, you're absolutely right. It is about audio processing. Now, here is the trick. Right now, we're using the free, very easy to use, 0 API keys involved, API from Google to do our audio processing. This is not the long-term play. This was the let's build the basic foundation tools that we need to get here. The next step, which I think we're gonna probably save for another stream, maybe even a little bit, I'll have to do some setup off stream, is that I actually get an API key for the IBM speech to text recognition, because the IBM one is a consistent stream that promises to return within 750 milliseconds. And it's a consistent stream of like sound that you're sending them. So that is going to be a lot more ideal for this kind of setup. That, I think, will be our big solution to these slowdowns. And ideally, while there will be, of course, some delays, Ideally, I think this will actually be all within like 1 second delays. Rob, I'm not sure if it does need to be... I mean, yes, it'll be asynchronous. That's definitely true. The way that this works right now is it is also asynchronous, I believe. The wrapper that I'm using is asynchronous. Because it's still doing voice processing, it's still doing speech recognition while it's sending the stuff to Google and waiting for a response. Do you have a schedule for when the other parts of this project will be? I'd love to see it all. Gesture, unfortunately, I don't. But to be honest, this is cool and we've made some good progress, so I'm hoping the next week. Sometime the next week. Sadly, as much as I enjoy doing all this stuff, this is not the thing that a lot of people really enjoy watching. This is something that a lot of developers will enjoy, and also a few curious StarCraft folks. So I do want to get back to like also playing StarCraft and doing other things. So probably not tomorrow or anything. And actually, I am probably not streaming on Saturday. And I'm going to try and stream Sunday night for me, night Pacific time, because I have to go home and help out the family. My dad has some medical stuff happening this weekend, so I will probably return either Monday or Tuesday with this, I imagine. P-Play, that was my thought also, is using the Tobii eye tracker for left click and right click with eyes. But the Tobii eye trackers people said that it was something other people have tried, and it has been very difficult to get that accurately working. And also there was actually an issue of eye strain for blinking for extended usage. How about a local voice recognition solutions? Yes. So the N-word Slayer, we're going to try IBM first. After IBM, if there's some reason that doesn't work, or we just want to try experimenting, there's another solution called Sphinx. And Sphinx, CMU Sphinx, if you're actually interested in looking it up, CMU Sphinx. This is also an open source speech recognition, locally done thing. Now, it's supposed to be less accurate, but we might actually be able to make something work with that. Right now, I am not expecting that the IBM solution is going to be a problem in terms of response time, because from what I've seen or heard, the IBM stuff is a consistent stream, and again, they return pretty quickly. But the fear here is that the IBM solution will start requiring money. And I do not want to spend money on this. Not until I at least get something working. Yes, right now, there's no clicking. Ideally, we will figure out the clicks and groups. So unit selection is the biggest hurdle we're going to probably run into with all of this. But that is something further down the line. Anyways, guys, is the Pylon show on today? I don't see Ortosis live, so I guess not. Ping might be a problem with the IBM solution. Yeah, that's true. It could be. N-word Slayer. Sayer. Oh my god, that name is actually so toxic. Yes, thank you, N-word Sayer. Lord. Can you imagine spamming? Select group 1, select group 2, select group 3, select group 4. Oh my god. Can you guys imagine? A lot of this, actually, besides the specific hotkeys, a lot of this will be carry-overable to Brood War. But it's only 12 unit selection, so you'd have to say, group 1, attack here. Group 2, attack here. Group 3, attack here. Group 4, attack here. Oh my god, that's actually so great. But we can also make us, I mean, when we get further down the line, we can make stuff for like build probes and just have it go and do 4E, 5E, 6E, 7E, 8E, 9E, 0E or something. Or we can hard limit it to like 9. So it goes 4 through 9, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Nexus. I don't think you'll have a problem if you have 6 Nexus. Although we may actually want to shift the hotkeys over. Oh, before I forget, here's one thing I want to do. This is a really simple thing. That was annoying the hell out of me. 4 or 4. So we can finally use hotkey group 4 again. Let me guess. Or word equals 2. Or word equals 2. Fuck English. I think the rest of these are okay. Called it? Yeah. Xiao, you have called a lot of things on this stream today. Well, thank you guys so much for sticking around for this. Obviously, as I'm sure many of you, especially developers and stuff, know, when you have a bunch of people watching you encode, you're not necessarily operating at 100%. Obviously, this has been very messy. I've made a lot of really, really dumb errors, and I thank you guys for catching me and letting me know, helping me debug a lot of these on the fly. But it's been fun, and I really enjoy doing this stream. Even though I somehow also froze my computer, like, I actually can count the number of times because I had to restart all of my stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys all hanging out here. Yeah, tune in next week. If you guys are interested in more in this project, the best place to see when I'm going to do it again is to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/FearDragon64. I'm going to be calling this project Hands-Free StarCraft. I just want to get the voice part somewhat robust enough that by the time I get the Tobii eye tracker, we can pair that in and easily just start moving stuff around. And I think that's, yeah, there is one other thing I really want to mention, which is I am going to still be doing something else later today. I'm going to be on Zombie Grub's stream in about, actually, I think 2 hours? Or is it an hour? Hour and a half, actually. Hour and a half. In an hour and a half, I will be on Zombie Grub's stream playing Call of Cthulhu Dungeons and Dragons with Maynard, Livy. Zombie Grub is our DM, basically, or our keeper, and Oli Moly. So those 4 wonderful people, super duper awesome people. And this is actually going to be like the conclusion episode, most likely. We had to postpone this because Zombie Grub was having some internet issues. Hopefully they're resolved this time. And we should be able to all die tonight, or we're all going to finally complete the campaign successfully and move on to our next campaign. I'm very excited for it. I'm probably going to be having a couple of cheeky beers here and there. Keep things interesting and also to make the worst decisions possible. I hope you guys decide to tune in for that. It's on twitch.tv/zombiegrub. I want to give a quick thank you to some wonderful, wonderful people today who showed a bit of extra support. Obviously, I love just having people here in the chat and everything. It's great to have so many wonderful developers and non-developers actually coming in, asking questions, doing great stuff, and just making this more fun. But there are also people who go a bit above and beyond. They donate or they sub and do all these other things that help me make this like possible as a full-time career. Those people are Degon, who resub for 2 months in a row. We had Awesome Sauce coming in with a 9-month resub, Sugar SC2 with a 10-month resub, Shy Guy SC with a 3-month resub. A lot of resubs today. Really want to thank you guys for it. And quick, someone donate Zombie Grub $100 to wipe out the party. I don't know if she's gonna need any help. So to give you guys context, we are royally effed right now in that campaign. I am sitting with 2 health. I think Maynard's sitting with 1 health. I think Livy B is sitting with full health, but she literally ran away from the fight. Oli Moly also has, I think, 3 health or something. And there's a ghoul, and we aren't even on the final boss. We're like 1 room away from the final boss, and we're all literally at like 1 to 2 hit points. We're probably gonna die. It's gonna be great. And then we'll probably do some recap thing, and talk about the show and the campaign. But yeah, that's gonna be an hour and a half. I'll be streaming tomorrow as per usual. And that is it. So thank you guys so much. Seriously, I know I've said thank you so many times. This is like a really long sign out, but really had a good time. And we'll find someone to host. You know what? I could host a StarCraft person, but y'all are here and interested in not StarCraft pure stuff. You're interested in like the coding and everything. Let's find a coding streamer. Oh Lord. Okay. I think it's science and technology, and then programming. Is that what we're looking for? What looks like a fun programming thing? Oh, perfect. If there are any people here who don't know a lot about coding, this wonderful fellow says that they're actually doing free teaching and code reviews. So if you guys are interested, we're gonna host up this fellow. Goes by the name of Stragger. I have never watched them before, but it looks cool. It looks up the alley for anyone that maybe isn't super familiar with the software development or coding. But if you're tuned in for the stream, there must be a little bit of it that you're interested in. So show them a little love. Tell them the StarCraft community sent you. And yeah, stick around for at least a few minutes. At least give them a shot. Have a wonderful rest of your night, guys, and I hope to see you all in an hour and a half. Happy StarCrafting.